Hello and welcome to another session. In this session, we're going to find ways in which you can be empowered and learn the secrets of owning your own home, your own place. Owning your home, your own place is a very important step in becoming financially secure and also feeling that you have a kind of a safety net that if all goes to hell, you could still have a place to stay, that you will never be homeless, that you will be freed from the constraints of having to work day in, day out, just to make the ends meet and pay the rent. And the rent that always goes up is always running against the clock, where people have to work extra hard just to meet the ever-increasing prices. Prices for homes, prices for rent, prices for things. Now I'd like you to imagine what it'd be like if you no longer had to pay rent, you no longer had to be burdened by the fact that the rents are going up. And more importantly, the value of your property will increase year after year if you keep it in good condition. Now with all those positives, people often wonder, but it's so hard to get my own home, they would say. And that is partially true. When one puts their mind onto things that they want to achieve, instead of seeing obstacles, they see opportunities. And obstacles become mere distractions that they will have to work around to get to their goal. At any time, there are setbacks, like unexpected expenses. These are just temporary stops along the way to achieving that ultimate goal, owning your own home, your own place. Well, this is a great mindset. Most people don't know where to start. They don't know how to go about getting their own place, their own home. They think that just saving money would be sufficient. But they find themselves set back time and time again from achieving that goal. Well, you are in luck. You have found a way. You brought yourself to this experience, to this journey, in your search for a better way to help you to get there and learn the secrets of owning your own place, your own home. And it all starts in the mind. Once you have the right mindset, the right approach, and that you see things clearly, things become very easy. Very easy because you know exactly what you need to do to get there. While it may take some time, you'll be well equipped to come to terms with those factors that affect the ultimate outcome. Yet we can do something very important, and that is to help you to program your mind and remove those obstacles and self-defeating and self-sabotaging behaviors from your patterns, so that you feel that you deserve to have your own place and that you are working in the right fashion and manner to get to your goal. So in order to that, I invite you now, find a comfortable spot in your place, maybe lying down with your head supported by a pillow, with your arms and legs unfolded. It may be a reclining position in a comfortable armchair with your phone turned off. You can rest assured that there will not be distractions, and you can let anyone who may be disturbing you or may disturb you from taking your attention for a period of 35 to 40 minutes, during which you will have a period of altered state when you will hear everything, understand everything clearly, but your critical mind, which is the conscious mind that judges and finds faults with things, will shut down and go to sleep, while your unconscious mind that controls your breathing, your heart rate, your blood pressure, everything that has to do with your body and physiology, and the fact that it can store information, memories and senses and ideas, and that it can work without you even have to think about it, just like it has done so throughout your lifetime, can assist you in becoming proficient in controlling your ideas, thoughts, your aims to get to the destination, which is to own your own place. This is why we call it the secret. The secret is that your mind needs to be programmed. You have to have the right mental attitude, and that once you learn those things and you put them into practice, things happen all by themselves, simply because your mind that's divided between the unconscious and the conscious knows that the unconscious is too powerful, that it will yield the results that it has been programmed to do. Only thing that you need to do is tell it what to do. Unfortunately, as we are growing up and as we become adults, our training is never on the mental side. We are taught rules, we are taught what to do, we have been taught to work within the system. Yet the system is often designed to enslave those who feed that firework, that feed that engine, because they know that a person who pays rent year after year is a person who will be enslaved by their work for eternity until they die. And the elusive path to owning their own house will become more and more distant as the prices for houses will grow far faster than their income. That's why you will find in places that are desirable to live, like San Francisco, like Los Angeles, like Vancouver, that the prices just keep going up and up, sometimes 20 to 25% year after year, making it impossible for some people to even begin to imagine of owning their home. Yet not all is lost. You see, the world works in a certain system that is pre-programmed to serve those who have more wealth, to create more wealth through the assets that they own and the income they generate through cash flow. And you too can find ways in which you can make that system work for you. You have to think outside of the box and realize that things happen all by themselves if you set the right things into action. Just like a clock that has been wound up, it will start to work as soon as it is ready to start the machinery. And for that, of course, the mind needs to be set free. That the eyes that were once looking in the world and seeing only one way of living and struggling now can find ways in which it can see opportunities and ways in which it can grow and expand and understand that the system is rigged in a way that if you know the secrets, you can harness those to your advantage. And that advantage will yield you houses, wealth, and a good family if you choose to have one. And yet, we have never been taught on how to program our mind. And you are here to begin that journey by taking a deep breath in and closing your eyes ever so gently, allowing your eyes to shut so tight and so firmly. It's like having steel bolts go through these pins and be locked and bolted, cemented and glued together, so that the eyelids do not open but close, so that you can turn your attention inwards and relax. As you relax, you can control your breathing, your physiology. That determines how you go about your day and how you relax. The good thing about relaxing is just letting go. So with each breath that you take, you can release that breath ever so gently and slowly, like a whisper coming out of your lips. The air will move smoothly in and out of your lungs and let you to relax just like a baby does just before they go to sleep. And you know that feeling because you have been a baby once. And as you grew up, you noticed that there were things that could bother your mind. And those things are now left over, gone. As you clear your mind and shut down the conscious processes, you allow the unconscious process, which is often associated with a deep, profound sleep while the mind is awake and listening. Yet the body falls way, way, way deep into a state of relaxation, allowing your unconscious to go further and further, sink deeper and deeper into the recesses of your processes in which you are in between sleep and wakefulness. Just like when you were a little baby, that you let your body relax with each muscle, each bone, find a comfortable position in surrendering to gravity. As you allow that sensation to spread from the top of your head to your cheekbones, to your forehead, you will realize that you can also let go of any other tension you may hold. Some people hold tension in their jaw, but as soon as they bring their attention to their jaw and relax, so does their tongue and neck. And as you relax these parts of your body, that relaxing sensation will spread down your arms and legs, all the way down to your palms and toes. And as it does so, you may notice that there's a significant difference between your right palm and left palm, as there might be heat building there. Kind of a tingling sensation, just signaling to your mind that your unconscious now can hear, ever carefully and easily, that you are letting go, that your arms have become very limp and soft, surrendering to gravity, that they are heavy like tons of bricks, so heavy, so comfortable, that it cannot move and does not want to move. Just letting go, so much so that your fingers even will be stuck in a position that's so comfortable that it shall remain in that position for the duration of the session. If you try to attempt to move, you'll find that you are now in the process of surrendering, and in the event that you are not moving any part, you can also let go and relax, that all things that you are listening, that you hear carefully, and that your unconscious mind knows that your mind is following what has been said. That's all you need to do to be in a state of unconsciousness now. This state of altered understanding where the words make sense, yet your unconscious makes more sense out of those words than your mind could ever do. This is why it is important to let things happen, because as you let things happen, things take shape and form, forming images and ideas, visions in your mind. With each word you can recall things, making it easier and deeper in a more profound state of understanding that lets your mind, the unconscious, to unlock those gateways that have held things in it for far too long, those memories and recalling of words and visions that has been stored for it to be released at the right time with the right wording, that with the right instructions your mind can go far beyond what has been deemed possible. Because the unconscious mind has no limits and boundaries. It has no judgments. It has just one goal: to obey and to perform what you have instructed to do. If your instructions to own your own home and create the right opportunities and right ideas, you'll find that it has happened so easily and comfortably that you just managed to do all this simply by listening and following the ideas and listening to the words and combining your belief system that is in line with the process of owning your own place, your own home. And nothing can be easier than one mind that is set its intention and purpose towards a single solitary goal of achieving it. That's what the great athletes do. They move out and push out everything else, concentrate on the process. That's why it has been said that they're in the zone, that they are living the moment, and you will be living the moment, achieving your purpose and goal as you go through each layers and steps in achieving that process that is called achievement of goals. Because all goals, regardless of their difficulty, is easy for the conscious mind to forget and your unconscious mind to remember always, because the unconscious mind is boundless and does not see obstacles, simply understands that the obstacles may exist only to be overcome easily through the patterning and recognition of ideas, seeing of harnessing of those opportunities that help you to move forward in life. Now as we go further and further, you can take this elevator down the steps, and as you enter and watch the numbers descend right above the door, go from 20 to 19 to 18 to 17. And as you watch those numbers go with each click and each blip, each flash, you can go further and further, because your mind is limitless in seeing, imagining, and as it does so, it allows a relaxation sensation to spread further and further, further and deeper. Each number goes twice as deep and 3 times as fast. Goes 15, 14, 13, and 12. They are just successions of number sequence that follows the idea that you are seeing them, imagining them, allowing your mind to sink further. As it goes to 11, 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, it just goes further and further and faster. into a state of deeper and deeper and more profound, relaxed state, where everything will just become so easy and slow, and that your mind can also follow instructions and become unconscious more and more, because words have power for imagination, for inspiration, for motivation. As you see the numbers go from 6 and 5 and 4 and 3, it becomes easier and easier and more deep, because things happen all by themselves. Because in the altered state, your unconscious can associate things far more easily without the hindrance of the conscious. And while the unconscious rules supreme in recognizing that there are things in life that are far simpler and easier to grasp, like the understanding that you can create your own reality by willfully following your intention. Your intention to own a home is one of those things that can happen to be a pathway that requires only to be recognized and noticed and worked on. This is why when you go from 3, 2, and 1 and land onto the bottom floor of 0, you're in the most profound state of unconsciousness, realizing that the world itself has a set of rules that can be broken, that your life can be altered to yield results that are going to give you what you most desire in life. That is to own things that provide you that safety net, that knowledge that you are actually moving forward in terms of wealth and success. And so it becomes easier with each session to go deeper into a state of unconsciousness that lifts you from point A to point B and has you noticing your patterns, your actions. I want you to go back and see all the things that you have done wrong and recognize where you have self-sabotaged yourself. Maybe it was that binge eating or expenditures that were uncalled for, were totally unnecessary, and that you found things that you could purchase while you had no idea of purchasing them a week ago. And yet you created these worlds in which you deviated from the path. Now you no longer have to do that, because your path is very clear and clearly defined, that your income must first meet your expenditure and then exceed, so that you are able to create safety by having some savings. And that saving can grow if you put it into the right assets that yield cash flow, because cash flow is the king. It is the holy grail of success and prosperity. And all you have to do is understand and yield to that power, so that you know each and every time that you're doing the right thing, that you are certain, and that confidence brings you the success that you are most after. Because the life itself can be very hectic with lots of ups and downs and surprises. Yet you can be steadfast, like a ship sailing towards a certain destination with the compass locked and the sails set out. It can sail the stormy seas and see opportunities with each passage of time, and you will see that your life has become more and more meaningful as you grew as a person, with the wisdom to be able to listen to this recording and to grow and become more comfortable with the idea of becoming wealthy. The most common reason that has been found for people not being wealthy or owning their home is they feel that they don't deserve. And because they don't feel like they deserve that piece of property that gives them sense of security, they do things that are contrary to the overall purpose of that, which is they spend too much money without conscious effort in ensuring that they work in saving money to own their own place. And it is simply a matter of putting your attention to the right thing, and your unconscious can now help you to divert your attention inwards, so that you are in the right path towards a single goal of owning your own place. The secret to owning your own place is first the mental attitude, the attitude of person deserving, person who's entitled to that comfort and that responsibility of being able to carry a home in that financial circumstances are not jeopardized, and that your income is more than sufficient to cover the mortgage or help you to save money for another day, another time. And as you allow these things to happen, you will notice that life itself is full of surprises. Surprises that yield you some great opportunities. Sometimes when you're most unlikely to succeed, change of events will yield results that will make you find your life to be exciting, and that serendipity, that spontaneity, and that sudden surprises are often a welcome news. This is why your mind can track and find in which ways that it can do to create those opportunities, to see how it can assist and help to bring peaceful and joyful experiences, create opportunities in which you are able to grow your savings and wealth to be able to afford the home that you desire. And the right attitude is the most critical of all things, because the right attitude will yield results faster and easier than simply being hard on yourself and making your life hell by denying certain pleasures in life. See, it is not an all or nothing proposition. It's a process of learning to adjust, learning to expect that life will have ups and downs, and you will be able to see that life with all its ups and downs is a journey meant to be more colorful and more vibrant than what other people believe to be life is. They believe that life is dull and without much happening, and yet their actions only yield to that result because they do not want to move out of their comfort zone. And when you move out of your comfort zone to save money and create tactics and strategies to put aside money so that it can grow in a rapid fashion and yield you wealth and income, well, that is the true success, because that is something that no one can take away. And the fact that you can own your own home will provide that additional layer of security, because you will know that no matter what happens, you still have a home that you can live and enjoy life. This is why when you are about to fall asleep, your mind organizes things, your thoughts, your ideas, what you lived through all day. When it has done that, it can also dream and find ways, create imaginary moments. And your unconscious mind knows that while these thoughts come and go, the proper explanation of emotions attached to those things imagined is the same as those things that are lived. In essence, they are one and the same. The only difference is one has been imagined, the other one has been lived. This is why when you find yourself to be jubilant and happy and colorful, your life will just become more joyful, because you're going to be able to see that there is more to life than just working, more to life than just struggling and trying to ends meet. But you are going to be empowered to seek opportunities and maybe change careers and maybe find ways in which you can be a more desired individual who's revered for their talent and their understanding, their hard work ethic. Because at the end of the day, it is what people remember. A well done job, they will say. And you will know deep down that you have delivered and sometimes over-delivered, allowing you to find ways in which you can interact and grow your business, grow yourself as an individual. This is why it's important just to make practice every day. A little bit a day can help by helping you to reprogram your thinking, your mind, by listening to this recording each and every day. It's very much like playing piano. The more you practice, the better you get. And the more you practice with using your mind and directing your thoughts and attention to certain things, you'll find that life is ever more colorful, that you can meet many people along the journey and share things that would have otherwise been impossible. And yet you are here listening to this voice that has become part of you. It has entwined and allowed you to see life in a whole new way. Now, as we bring the session to a close, I'd like you to put your attention into the right place, right around your heart, where the heart chakra is. Notice how it can vibrate and change within you. While the colors may not be visible, there is a glow of energy right in the center. This energy expands and envelopes and brings in forth energies that are similar, helping you to achieve your goals. And your goal of owning and being a master of your destiny and having the income to purchase your own home becomes easier and easier. And as we descend further and further down the sleep pattern, you can sleep soundly while your mind makes all the right changes for your unconscious mind to adopt these new behaviors that yield you income and prosperity and the ability to afford your own home. You will be well served. And you can do this repeatedly day and night. And you find that within 21 days, significant shifts in your paradigm thinking will occur. These changes are only part of a habit of creating a reality that is blessed and beautiful, one that has happiness and joy inscribed and lived. This is why your mind, your imagination can work on these things. Ever so importantly, you can let yourself be engulfed in the process of enjoying life and making life serve you. And I'm going to count now from 5 to 1. With each number you can fall further and further asleep, as my voice will fade and allow you to become more and more unconscious asleep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Sleep now. Sleep soundly and deeply, allowing your body to rest till such time that you are ready to wake, only after you have done a great deal of sleep and reprogramming of your mind. And I thank you for listening, and I look forward to our next session.